Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
And it was wrong. It was a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call.
Bad call.
Some are good for fighting, others for dying.
It's just two movies.
Where we're going, there are no roads.
You won't need where we're going, where we are going to be later to get there. There's not not roads.
There won't be any roads.
There won't be any roads. Welcome back to another episode of It's Just Two Movies. My name is Daniel King. In the studio with me this evening is Birdman.
Hey, Dan.
First episode back from the break. How's it
First
feel?
episode. Back from the break.
Back from the break.
It feels good.
It feels good
to be back.
It does feel good to be back from the break. If it's your first time tuning into the show, we watched two movies. One of them's good. The other one is good. I don't know. We'll see.
One's good. One is bad.
Yeah. We're shooting for so bad it's good.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
And usually they have a connection.
Yeah.
And they totally have a connection today.
They're pigs.
Pigs. That's the connection.
Yeah. To some of our older material as well. It's a 3-part. It's like a triangle.
Yeah. Of dadness.
Of pigness.
Of pigness.
Inside you, there are 2 pigs, 3 pigs.
And they just won't stop fucking.
And they just fucking. And there's a third one. He's watching from the couch. Pretty gross.
Just like, what are you guys doing?
So this week, was it your pick? Yeah, it was your pick.
Yeah, so originally I picked a movie that you were like, this is fucking terrible. I don't want to do this. And
what?
You called me stupid. A little bitch.
Oh, you're doing a bit. Okay.
Should we tell them?
Yeah, sure. I don't care. What was the other one we watched?
So I picked Before the Devil Blows Your Head.
Yeah, Before the Devil
Knows You're Dead. And Danny was like, can we do something else? And I was like, sure. I hadn't watched it yet. What?
I didn't ask to do something else. I was just like, yeah, it was fine. I did like it.
You totally said, can we do something else?
I think I said we can do something else. I thought you meant you didn't want to do it.
What?
Yeah, I think so.
No, bro.
No, was I like, fuck you, let's do a different movie?
I said, all right, let's see. I said, have you watched?
Here we go. We're going to the tape.
I said, have you watched Before the Devil Blows Your Head yet? You said, LMAO. Yeah. You want to change it, though? So I thought you meant.
Oh.
I
thought that's why you were asking me if I'd watched it yet.
Oh.
No, I quite enjoyed it.
Well,
did you watch it also?
No, I hadn't watched it yet.
This is about to be the second ever episode of It's Just 3 Movies. If you hadn't watched it.
Right. I said, for real? Was it bad? You said, nah, just dated. So I was like...
Yeah, it was good. It was dated. It like, all right, you know when movies started doing the... earlier, like it just cuts to a different part of the story from a different person's perspective, like earlier.
Yeah.
It just does that. And
Yeah.
it might be one of the first things to do that in that way. So I've just have seen it better, but the story itself and the acting was phenomenal.
See, that's where texting sometimes doesn't convey a message.
No tone of text, yeah.
Because you just saying you want to change it though, I was like, oh.
I thought that's why you were asking. Was because you're like, hey, did you watch? Because what was it, Monday or Tuesday? It was pretty early in the week.
It was Wednesday.
It was Wednesday. Oh, I think I had watched it on Tuesday.
Right.
Which normally I don't. Normally I watch them like Thursday, sometimes on Fridays. Yeah, good flick though. Maybe we'll talk about it another time.
That's funny.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked it.
There was just a miscommunication.
Yeah. I have nothing but positive things to say about it. I liked it. There's just there's weird cuts in it, but I can forgive
hilarious.
That because the acting is phenomenal.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I was just under the assumption that you were like, nah, I don't really want to do that.
So,
anyways,
we watched a different.
Doesn't matter.
We watched a different thing. We'll come back. Maybe we'll review that later.
I was like, hey, what about The Hunt? There are 2 movies called The Hunt, and from my understanding, both are pretty good. pretty well reviewed. And you're like, the one from 2020 was pretty good.
You got Nads Schmickelson.
Nad Schmickelson from the 2012 one.
I haven't seen that, but I do love Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah.
Is it the one where he's a teacher?
Yes. And he gets accused of...
I do want to see that.
Yeah.
I was thinking that movie with Willem Dafoe where he's like hunting supposedly the last Tasmanian tiger.
I'm not sure what that's called.
I thought it was called The Hunt, but I guess it's called Willem Dafoe Hunts an Extinct Animal for 2.5 hours.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah, that's the exact title. So you're like, The Hunt from 2020 is good. It's been on my list for a while. I was like, let's just go ahead and do that.
Yeah,
it's on Hulu. Or wait, was it on Hulu?
I think you waited the right amount of time. Yeah, pretty sure I watched it on Hulu. You waited the right amount of time though, because
no, it was on Peacock.
Yeah, that's right. Because this is the movie itself is a political satire.
Yes,
and in 2020, when this came out, the global atmosphere was a little
tense.
Yeah, touchy. So I could see where people would be like, I fucking hate this. And I think that might have a lot to do with how it's rated online, because...
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
I think it's funny.
I didn't really consider that, but now that you mention, yeah, and it was actually, I think it was supposed to come out in 2019.
Ooh, that would have been better. That would have been better for it.
And it didn't get a good theater release because of COVID.
Right.
So... yeah, I believe it was supposed to come out in 2019. Anyways, so yeah, we picked The Hunt from 2020 if you want to go into give us some details.
R-rated 2020 thriller action film, 1 hour, 30-minute runtime. You can watch it on Peacock. It's got a 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb, 57% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd. 63% of Google users like this movie. Release date, March 13th, 2020 in the USA, directed by Craig Zobel. Distributed by Universal Pictures, adapted from The Most Dangerous Game. Oh my God.
The Most Dangerous Game?
Yeah.
Is that a book?
But if you're like the last person alive, you could say you survived the game. More on that later.
Right.
Box office got 12.4 million, cinematography by Darren Tiernan. Stars Betty Gilpin, Emma Roberts, Hilary Swank, Justin Hartley.
Whoa. I think you mean Swillery Hank.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Swillery Hank. Huston Jartley.
You don't have to do that the whole time. It was just for her name.
Oh, okay. Justin Hartley, Ethan Suplee, Ike Barnholtz. Yeah, I'm going to say Barnholtz. And Glenn Howerton. There's a handful of other people in this as well. But... I think notably I do want to mention Reed Birney and Amy Madigan. They're the gas station attendants.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the worldwide gross for this was only $10 million.
Yeah, which is crazy because I think this is pretty fun.
But
it's weird more people haven't seen it.
Well, that's the thing is, like I said, COVID really fucked with this movie.
Oh yeah, I bet.
In theaters. So yeah, budget of $14 million, only made $10 million. I do want to mention the writers.
Okay.
Nick Cuse and Damon Lindelof.
Okay.
Obviously, you know Damon Lindelof, right?
Yeah, the Lindster, we go way back.
Yeah, of Lost fame, The Leftovers, Watchmen. Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He's a name.
Yeah. He is.
So,
well, I tell you what, I don't know if he had any hand in how brisk this film is.
It's breezy, baby.
It is breezy, easy, breezy.
The only reason I cut so I watched this over 2 nights, and just because it's been a hell of a week.
You sleepy baby.
I'm a sleepy baby.
Yeah.
So.
Same.
I'm
also just a big sleepy baby.
Just a big old sleepy panda baby.
Just a big old fat baby.
Big old sloppy.
What's funny is if I ever got my entire body waxed and shaved my beard off, I'd probably look like a giant baby.
You'd probably look like Danny DeVito in It's Always Sunny. In that one episode where
I gotta grow my hair. Oh yeah.
Gotta be pure.
Just roll it around in fucking hand sanitizer or whatever. I love it.
Speaking of It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Glenn Howerton in this.
Yeah, as soon as it opens up. But before we get into any spoilers, what would you say it's about?
Oh man.
Gotcha.
This is about one woman. This is about a badass woman that gets revenge on billionaires that are hunting people.
Yes, you do.
I would say that's the quick synopsis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So anyway, the full tilt spoilers into it. If this is something you're trying to watch, then I don't know, fucking go watch it. So yeah, we do get the opening with Glenn Howerton just doing a wealthier Dennis Reynolds.
Yeah, for sure. I think I wrote that down. I was like, this is I guess in the very beginning it's this mysterious woman and she's in a group text with, I guess, I don't know if you assume they're all billionaires at that point.
I assumed they were all wealthy.
Right. Yeah, and they say something about they're talking about work, and then they say something about can't wait for the hunt.
Yeah.
And so you're like, oh, okay. They're talking about, them hunting people.
Yeah, long live the manor. Going out to the manor to watch the slaughter of some deplorables.
Yeah, that's what they call them. So then it cuts to. I just put Dennis Reynolds.
I wrote that too because he's just being Dennis Reynolds.
Yeah, I was like, Dennis Reynolds is on a plane and he's a dick.
Okay, I think probably the best way to do this is to kind of sprint through it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then to just talk about the stuff that we liked because
sure.
It's so snappy. It's not often I have more than 2 pages of notes.
Yeah,
but I have a lot of notes because there's so many key beats that this thing hits for me.
Yeah.
But essentially what happens is a group of 12 people are drugged and woken up in the woods with a gag in their mouth, and they find a crate that was dropped off. Has a pig in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody tries to bang it or split it or anything.
Or eat it or,
nothing.
Nothing.
It just walks.
They just let it go.
Off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a bunch of guns. And then they find out they're being hunted for sport.
Immediately, yeah.
Yes. What you find out briefly later in the movie, I mean, they hang a lantern on it pretty hard at every opportunity, is all these people are all of the people being hunted are very right-leaning or right-wing Republican type of individuals. A bunch of them are think of people that are hardcore into MAGA, or
conspiracy theorists,
the Pizzagate kind of folks, whatever that was called. But there's a shadow,
Pizzagate,
a shadow guy, and he's tweeting people on the internet, and
you believe something so much that it becomes a thing.
Yeah, so it's those type of people is what all the group of people are collected,
and the group, they're also just kind of terrible in other ways. You know what I mean? It's not just political; it's the fact that they've done some really awful things as humans.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that as well. Amongst them is one gal, and you come to find out it's a case of mistaken identity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're being hunted by the liberal elite, and they call it Manorgate.
Right.
Where they take these people to get them hunted. I thought a nice touch in the middle of it is that they're not actually in the United States, but we'll come back to that. So anyway, the outcome is that this lady that they've gotten by mistake is much more than they bargained for. She served in Iraq, and she's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
She's got her priorities in line, from the moment she opens her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's kind of what the whole movie's about.
Yeah, it's like Danny said, it's breezy, it's fun. It's funny.
Oh, the kills are good.
The
jokes are good. Writing's good.
The fight scenes are good. I highly recommend this movie. So in the beginning, one thing that I didn't understand. So our main character is Crystal. That's her name.
Right.
And a lot of these names I didn't get. We might have to kind of be like, oh, was it this guy? Was it that guy?
Yeah,
not entirely, because a lot of people die right off the bat. By the way,
yeah,
they're 7 of them die right off.
Yeah, they're kind of impossible to keep track of.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
So in the beginning, Crystal, what was she doing with that? It's like a little pin, not an ink pen,
Oh,
but
yeah, she's got a needle, like
a
like
needle,
a sewing
yeah,
needle or
like
whatever.
a sewing needle.
She's got a little bit of silk on her,
Yeah.
and she's magnetizing the needle by rubbing it on silk.
Okay.
And then she puts it on a leaf in the water to show her where magnetic north is.
Ah.
So she's using it as a compass. Or she's got a magnet. I don't remember what. She might have a magnetic belt buckle, might be a piece of silk. I don't recall.
Smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good trick. It works too. That's a real thing that works.
Huh.
Bizarre. Just rubbing a piece of metal against a cloth magnetizes it. Weird.
That's cool.
So, she's fucking...
I think immediately like I didn't even understand what she was doing right there.
Yeah.
But immediately I was like,
she's onto something.
There's something about this chick.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. As a like outdoorsman nerd kind of guy, I was like, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
Smart girl.
Yeah. So as we mentioned, immediately like 7 people die, and it's I almost said it's hilarious. That's so fucked up of me to say. Like,
right? They're pretty funny. Like the violence in this is just the right amount for me.
Yeah,
it's just the right amount, just the right amount of like blood and guts, and it's done with a little bit of a sense of humor, which I appreciate.
Yeah, we're kind of skipping ahead to like I guess we skipped some like the plane scene, but I don't know if we really need to go into that. It was whatever.
Yeah,
I don't even know if that was really necessary. That scene, like,
I think it's to set the pace for like this is the kind of people that this is like what you're dealing with is the Dennis Reynolds or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, in that field, when they realize they're immediately being hunted, I just want to mention some of the deaths because it's.
You talking about the pit / grenade / pit?
Someone starts shooting at the group and. One of the first blonde chicks that you see she's immediately killed. She's like, because one bullet misses her, and she's like, "Fuck, that almost hit me," and then she gets shot in the head.
Right, because she didn't move.
Yeah, one guy just rushes in, guns blazing. He's immediately killed.
Oh, definitely.
A girl runs and falls into a spike pit.
Oh, I love this.
And then later she gets blown up.
She stopped. The guy helps her, like Tom Handsome or whatever he was billed as.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh God, help me! Tomorrow's my birthday." And he's like, "Okay,
all right,
take my hand on 3." He lifts her out of there, which I mean, she would just collapse immediately.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, not a chance. Anyway, they're walking and he steps on a landmine. He's like, Fuck. And then he blows up and it blows her corpse, like it blows her body back into the pit. And then
on the same spike.
Yeah, same spike. And somebody else comes along and she's like, just fucking kill me.
Yeah. Oh, man. Let's see. Who else? Oh, Ike Barinholtz and 3 others. They kind of, you're like, oh, shit, they're going to get away. Okay, cool. And sometimes when I'm watching a thing, I don't pick up on, like, just like with the beginning and her finding magnetic north or whatever.
Yeah.
Or true north. Sorry.
Yeah.
I immediately knew once Ike Barinholtz and the 2 other people show up at this gas station, I immediately knew. I was like, this is part of the setup.
Oh, hell yeah.
I just kind of picked that up.
Which one's Ike Barinholtz? Is that the guy with, like, the tattoo on his face and shit?
No, it's the other guy.
Oh, I thought that was fucking Donnie Wahlberg.
No. Ike Barinholtz is...
Oh, that is Ike Barinholtz.
Yeah.
God, he looks like Donnie Wahlberg.
Yeah, I guess he kind of does look like a Wahlberg.
He
Weird.
super looks like Donnie Wahlberg. That's crazy. Okay. Ike Barinholtz. Wow, learn something new every day.
Yeah.
That I didn't know someone's name. All right, we have a good friend named Mike. I called him Steve for like a year and a half. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He just never corrected me. So I was like, oh, okay.
That's just Steve.
Yeah, that's a Steve. Steveism, I guess.
So yeah, they're at the gas station, and what happened? They all die there, right?
All right. So there's a girl from Montana, a Florida man.
Yeah, Florida man, and then Ike Barinholtz is from New York, I think.
Yeah, he's just from somewhere else.
Yeah.
He's like, I own 7 guns. Why do you own 7 guns? So they're just it's a stupid mental exercise about like the right wing versus the left wing thing. Like all the dialogue in this thing it's very funny.
Yeah.
So while they're in the gas station, Ike Barinholtz is like fucking grilling the dude and his wife that run the gas station. Florida man's looking out the window, and fucking Montana lady is having some old dusty donuts.
Yeah, some donuts.
Some dusties. Some
Some
old
dusties.
white dusties. And you know the kind I'm talking about, in the bag.
Oh yeah, the
you
real
know.
cheap ones.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Love those. And it's because I too am a shitty person from the Midwest.
And it's a trap.
Yeah, it's a trap. So she just starts choking and foaming from the mouth, and they're like, oh, fuck. And then Ma and Paul are in on it. They fucking gas grenade out and gas mask up and shit.
So the donuts are poisoned. It kills the girl from Wyoming or wherever the fuck she was from, Montana. The gas kills Florida man, and then I think they just shoot Ike Barinholtz.
Yeah, with a shotgun.
So yeah, at this point I'm like, dude, where's this movie going? Everybody's dying.
Right.
I was like, is there going to be another set of 12 people? Like, I was so confused.
It goes from 12 survivors to like 2.
Real quick.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, real fast.
Yeah.
And I like George, the guy that shoots the drone when she goes and cleans up house at the gas station.
He was in...
So everywhere she goes, she's hip to it. She goes in the gas station. She doesn't eat anything, doesn't drink anything, asks for a pack of smokes.
Yeah.
Lady puts the smokes down. She pays for the smokes. And she looks at the change and she goes,
We're talking about Crystal here, the main character.
Yeah, Crystal. And she's like, where'd you say we are again? And he goes, well, what do you mean? She goes, well, you didn't understand the question. Like, she's more direct with him. Like, I'm not fucking repeating me. You heard me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Where am I? What state am I in? And they're like, oh, Arkansas. And then she immediately knows the jig is up. Because what'd she do? She grabs that lady and smashes her face into the register or something?
Yeah.
And she's like, cigarettes in Arkansas are $6. You fucked up.
And then she fucking blows her... I don't know what... She shoots her.
Yeah.
I don't remember where.
She flips over the counter and grabs the shotgun from behind the counter and blows her brains out.
Yeah, kills both of them. She goes outside, and this part also really... Again... Sometimes I can pick up on a thing, and sometimes I'm just so, I'm so in it, right? That I'm just being entertained.
What's the pace of this? I think has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
This is like a fun, brisk jog through a story.
The thing that really confused me, though, was she goes outside and she investigates the truck that's out there, and she immediately realizes it's booby-trapped. But she checks the license plate, and underneath the license plate is a European plate. And that confused it. I was like, what the fuck? What?
Yeah. Well, that's why I was like, because she's like, oh, she's checking the plate. Okay, good call. Because the plate says Arkansas. She knows she's not in Arkansas. Yeah, what is this? Some big elaborate fucking thing? And she pulls the plate off, and it is a big elaborate thing.
It is.
So she goes to open the truck door. She spots a little tripwire. Turns out the truck is rigged with C4.
Yeah.
So she goes, hides in the woods, and then she waits till George comes along. The liberal elites are in there. They've got a drone after her, and old George shoots the fucking drone out of the air. I love it that people think this shit really exists. It tickles me pink. I fucking love it. And they would tell me that that's just what they want me to think.
Oh, man. I love it. It's great. Yeah, I love the bit where cigarettes in Arkansas only cost $6. You fucked up, bitch.
She's Southern as fuck, man.
Yeah, she is.
I was really enjoying it. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her last name. Betty Gilpin?
I think so.
Nice.
Yeah, she was really great in this.
Yeah.
Haven't seen her in a lot of stuff.
No, me neither. So I wanted to take a look at her discography. She's in Miss Davis, the TV show. Never seen it. Glow. I do recall her in Glow.
Okay.
She's the main character, her best friend. That she fucks her husband and they're mad at each other. She's in Nurse Jackie, which I haven't seen.
Oh, she's in the Tomorrow War.
Oh yeah, which I did see, but I think she's not in it very, very long.
Really weird.
She's in Gaslit, but that's just acting crazy. Boom. I just gaslit my own joke. Yeah, I mean, she's in a bunch of stuff, but yeah, this is not a lot of stuff that she's in the movie True Story with fucking Jonah Hill and James Franco. she's in movies I've definitely seen. I guess she's just kind of oh yeah, it's that lady. But she's fucking phenomenal in this. I was really impressed.
So I find it really funny that they named the pig Orwell.
Yeah, elaborate.
George Orwell wrote Animal Farm.
Oh, gotcha.
Have you ever read?
I have read Animal Farm. Yeah,
Okay.
It's been a hot minute. I think I actually have it over there on the bookshelf. It's been a hot minute, but yeah, I have read Animal Farm.
It's like a beast fable about how do you say it?
It's anthropomorphized farm animals.
Yes.
In regards to world politics.
Yes.
Right.
That I guess we should say spoilers for Animal Farm if you haven't read it. It's a good little novella.
Check out Animal Farm. It's a pretty breezy read.
Yeah, I think I read it in like 2 days.
There's a lot in it though. Like you legitimately could read it like 4 times and find out like new stuff about it on every read.
For sure.
It's a jam-packed literary good one. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, so this has a lot of references to that book. So that's why they named the pig Orwell.
Oh.
And just a lot of references to that.
And they just turn him loose.
Yeah. And he's just kind of...
That is very, very, for the liberal elite, very economically irresponsible. If that thing goes out there and breeds, they could have a feral hog epidemic out there, which we experience here in the Midwest.
Yeah, we do.
We have a big problem with hogs. The biggest problem is they're just so damn quick. And they're tasty.
They're fucking mean, dude.
They're tasty.
They'll kill you.
You know what my favorite part of the pig is?
Its butthole.
It's the part right between the snout and the asshole. Just the whole thing.
Mm. Yeah. The whole thing, baby.
Love me that pig. You ever had a pickled pig's foot?
No.
Me neither. Anyway.
All right. So, one important note is Crystal took the couple's walkie-talkie, so now she has communication.
Listening in.
She's listening in.
Yeah. And then she meets up with George. She's like, she starts walking off after he shoots the drone. She's like, you dummy, now they know we're here.
Yeah.
So she starts walking off. She's like, where are you going? I'm going to follow some tracks I saw earlier. What tracks? Where are these tracks? They're train tracks.
Train tracks, baby.
Hell yeah. She hears the train coming. It's coming around the bend.
Man, she's smart as fuck, dude.
She is smart as fuck.
She's like, to be slow is at the bend.
Yep.
And of course, she can catch it.
Can't hit it standing still. Come on, George.
Was that his name?
I don't know. Gary? Might have been Gary. Yeah,
it was Gary. Yeah.
And that's Ethan Suplee. I hope I'm saying that right.
Suplee.
He's fantastic.
He is.
Is that the guy that was Big Tuna in Blow?
I
think he was Big Tuna in Blow.
Well, I know he was in what was the show on Fox for fucking ever?
My Name is Earl?
Yeah, My Name is Earl.
He's Earl's buddy.
Yeah. That's where most people know him from, I think.
Other Earl.
Earl.
Okay, so I fucking love the way... All right, so eventually the train thing culminates, and then, like, there's a bunch of refugees on the train or whatever.
Yeah.
And part of it's an act, part of it's crisis actors. One of the guys is a plant, blah, 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 blah. It's conspiracy theory shit, but it's true.
Yeah.
And when they're getting rescued by the U.S. Embassy... It's fucking Macon Blair.
Yeah, and he's like wearing a fat suit, I think.
I think that's all him, baby. I think that's I think that's real all MB.
I don't know, man. I've never seen him.
Metabolic booty.
Bacon.
Sorry,
I'll
cut that.
Bacon Blair.
Bacon Blair. Hell yeah.
I could have I was like, man, is that a fat suit? Because I don't remember him being that big in any other roles.
I just like the way it's Macon Blair on screen for
5 minutes.
Not even 5 seconds. It's not even a full minute, I don't think, that he's talking to him.
Yeah, because they're driving for a bit.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, so what do you... They keep trying to make the same kind of arguments. They're trying to, like, back you into a corner with a thing or whatever. And it's fucking funny because she just immediately picks up on it because all of them are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's the signal how you know that they're in on it or whatever. Very funny stuff. And she fucking boots him out of the car and backs over his dome.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
That was rough.
What'd you think of the rabbit and the hare, or the rabbit and the tortoise, or Jackrabbit and the box turtle? They put
Jackrabbit and the box turtle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they put a little spin on that. That monologue was great.
Right?
Her monologue on that was great. Was that right after? Yeah, that was right after she kills Macon Blair.
Yeah.
She tells that to Gary.
She's sitting on the trunk, and he's like, well, let's get the hell out of here, honey. Let's go. Hey, give me the keys. I'm driving. She's like, no. Like, what do you mean, no? Because, my mom used to tell me this story. And it's the story of the tortoise and the hare.
Yeah.
And the tortoise wins. But the jackrabbit, he boasts, and the jackrabbit never loses, yada, yada, yada. And later that night, the turtle's having dinner with his family in his little tree stump house or whatever. And he's like, I never gave up, and I kept putting one foot in front of the other, and I never quit. And the door swings open, and it's the jackrabbit, and he's got a hammer. He starts with the wife and kids. And then he beats the turtle, then he fucking kills the turtle, and then he eats their dinner.
And guess what? That's how the movie kind of ends.
Because the jackrabbit always wins. And the guy, the old guy with her at that point, he's like, so are we the rabbit? Or your mom told you that? That's fucked up.
But that's kind of how I know I'm jumping. We're going to continue to talk about it, but that's how the movie ends. It ends with her in a showdown with Hilary Swank, and she defeats her and eats the food, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure does. So, the caviar and the champagne.
No, I guess that, but the grilled cheese.
Oh, she said grilled cheese sandwich. You ever had a grilled cheese sandwich for Gruyere?
No. Have you?
She's right about the melt. It's a real deal.
Did you do it after the movie, or did you?
God,
have you done it before?
There's no way to know. There's no way to know. I don't know. I wonder if
you just have some
subliminally. That's what imprinted in my brain from this movie. I was like, "But Gruyere on a grilled cheese sandwich, that sounds busted."
Did you just have that cheese on hand? You're like,
sometimes, yeah, we like a fancy cheese in my household.
Okay. Well, we do too.
We find different ways to implement fancy cheeses.
Jesus.
One time I bought a fucking ghost pepper, sharp white cheddar.
God damn,
buddy, it was fucking so good, and also so fucking hot. What was good about it is you make mac and cheese and take 3 little slices of it and melt it inside that mac and cheese, give it all a nice little spice. Nice. But just eating it on crackers, fucking forget about it.
So is this a food podcast now?
It is, yeah. Welcome to It's Just 2 Crackers, where we talk about at least the best hors d'oeuvres to put on crackers.
Hors d'oeuvres. One thing I really liked Crisis Mike, who is in a show Carrie and I have been watching for a while, Veep.
Oh, yeah.
He's in Veep.
He's very funny.
And,
Gary, fucking chill out.
The way he dies, Gary stuffs a grenade down his pants, and he can't get the grenade out.
Oh, dude.
Holy shit.
Take the pants off.
Take the pants off.
Oh, he's wearing boots, though. You drop trowel,
grab that motherfucker. Yeah, you got to drop trowel and then grab it and throw it.
Dick out. You fucking toss it up in the air and you hit it with your dick. Yeah. And then you die because it'll go 3 inches.
Well, it seemed like 2 or 3 times he almost had it. He had their grenade and then he's just like, oh, God. What the fuck am I doing?
Whoa. Oh, yeah. Good stuff, man. Good kills in this.
This is where you're like, okay, so at this point, Crystal is taken to a refugee camp.
Mm-hmm.
And then she meets Don there, right? So did we talk about Gary dying, right? Wait, how did Gary die?
Yeah, he just disappeared. They shoved a knife in it. They arrested him and took him elsewhere, and then he was in the trunk. He was in the trunk of the other guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Macon Blair had him in the trunk there.
That's right, Bacon Blair.
Bacon Blair.
It's nice when somebody from one of our first couple episodes pops up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First episode.
I meant episode 2, Blue Ruin, maybe? Episode 2?
Oh, that was 2.
It was one of the first
couple.
Yeah,
that was number 2 or 3, yeah.
It's a good movie.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point we get a little scene with the billionaires. Dennis Reynolds.
Oh, it's 1 year ago. Is that what
no, they're set up in a bunker.
Oh, they're in the bunker.
The bunker. Dennis Reynolds, Glenn Howerton. Sorry,
It's Dennis Reynolds.
It's Dennis Reynolds.
Just with more money.
He goes out to take a piss. There's some banter. There's a little bit of stupid banter. It's funny. He goes out to take a piss and he gets his fucking throat slit because like they catch the pig. I guess
Don's got the pig.
Don has the pig and he's like, "Hey, is this your pig?"
And she fucking slits his throat. And you know what's funny is I thought about this because you come to find out shortly here in a minute or two that Don is actually part of the millionaire group or whatever.
That's what Hilary Swank says.
He's one of them.
But she also says, "Did you think Don was one of us, or did you just believe that because I told?" Like she's fucking with her, so you really don't kind of know. I mean, I feel like he probably is a bit one of them.
That's also true. Yeah. Well, if he is though, the reason he would be in on the kill with Dennis is because everybody hated Dennis,
right?
Because he's an asshole.
He's an asshole. Yeah.
So very ambiguous.
Yeah, it definitely could go either way.
Long story short, she goes in the bunker and kills everybody,
dude.
In savage fashion.
Okay, that fucking scene, dude. To make the decision of, okay, we just took one guy out.
Oh yeah.
And then, all right, let's get the rest right here.
Yep.
God damn! Like, what was it? Like 6 or 7 people?
Fucking just an animal. Yeah, she just goes in there like a fucking animal,
including a who was the guy that was like training all of them?
Oh, the consultant.
Yeah, consultant.
He was in the National Guard.
Right.
He's like, do you serve?
But he definitely had some training, right?
Right. Yeah. I like the way, like when he's about to die, she's like, well, thank you for your service. Yeah, he's like, did you serve? She's like, yeah, Iraq. Do you? He's like, National Guard. She's like, oh, you never been in the shit. He's like,
I'm in it now.
I'm in it now. She's like, that's a nice way to think about it. Well, thank you for your service. Wow.
Boom. Yeah, and she questions him. She learns where the mastermind is.
Right. He's like, you don't stand a chance. She's been training for 8 months.
8 months? Yeah, I know. When he said that, I was like, get the fuck. Dude, do you realize who you're dealing with? She just took out 7 of you at once.
Right. I think she's probably all right.
I think she'll be all right. Like, she gets her ass kicked.
Oh, yeah.
But she wins. And then we get the flashback. We're not far out here. We're getting pretty close. We get the flashback, and it turns out that the text chain from the beginning was actually a joke.
Yeah.
And that kind of like that little twist I really liked.
She lost her job over it.
Everyone in that chain lost their job. Most of them lost their jobs, lost their reputations. So they were like, fuck it. Yeah. Let's actually do this. Let's make the hunt.
Let's hunt some people. Yeah, let's kill some deplorables.
And they're not just, it's not like they're just like, we're just going to choose some random people. Again, like we said in the beginning.
Wow. They look for they're trolls and
terrible people.
Yeah.
Even disregarding your political beliefs.
They've just done awful things.
They've done really bad things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But not Crystal.
Not Crystal, because she was a victim of
just mistaken identity.
Yeah, because there are 2 Crystals, whatever her last name is, in that town.
Schmistel.
Crystal Schmistel. There are 2 Crystal Schmistels in the town. And I like the bit with her and Hilary Swank where she tells her that, and Hilary Swank doesn't believe her, and at the end she's like, I got you. Right? I got the right Crystal,
you're the right one. She's like,
no,
you didn't.
You didn't.
Sorry.
You fucking didn't.
What'd she say? Oopsie daisy?
Oopsie daisy.
Is that what she says? Oh, yeah. Okay, so the thing at the end, when she finally goes to confront Swillery Hank.
Yeah, so we get to the manor.
Yeah. And she's like, listen here, Swillery Hank, we're about to fucking throw down.
We're going to throw down.
God damn, that's good.
It's really good.
That's fucking really good. Like, the throws, the choreography, the fight, the monologues, all of it.
It's not just like it's also funny. Like it's not just the choreography. It's also funny because there are bits where like they both go through glass like once or twice, and then they go to do it again, and she's like, "Hold up,
no more glass."
And
they open the door
while they're fighting. Like it's super funny, man.
Oh yeah, it's fucking really good stuff.
Just really smooth. Again, choreography is great. The cinematography in this is really, really awesome.
Just super fun.
yeah. Again, just a great fight scene. As I was like, Crystal's gonna win, right? She kind of has to.
Yeah,
she has to finish this.
And then you think she's gonna lose,
and you think she's gonna lose because she gets her fucking ass kicked, man.
Yeah, she does.
Swillery
Hank's been training for 8 months.
Exactly. But yeah, they fight. Crystal wins. She eats the grilled champ. The grilled what?
The grilled champ. The grilled champ cheese.
The grilled cheese sandwich that has been sitting there for way too long. It's been burned by now, right?
Grilled cheeses are for winners. That's what I was thinking, though. That grilled cheese is fucking fucked.
It's fucked, dude.
If you cooked it on a low enough setting where it would be done, it would be soggy. You know what I mean? You reach that point where it's like when you over butter your bread, it gets too soggy. Gotta be in that Goldilocks zone. Right.
It was probably ruined. So she enjoys the cheese sandwich. I like how she dresses up in Swillery Hank's clothes. How do you like my clothes?
How do you like? I've made my clothes.
I made my own clothes.
We picked out your clothes.
She dresses up in her clothes. She gets on the plane, the private jet or whatever.
That bottle of champagne.
Earlier in the movie,
opening scene,
Dennis Reynolds is asking about a particular bottle of champagne. She's like how much was it?
She's
was it thousands?
Yeah, I think it was like $25,000 for a bottle of champagne. And the lady's, he talks about the champagne. She's got the champagne sitting on the counter. There's a bit where, what's her name? Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal
grabs the champagne bottle and she goes to fucking throw it at Swillery Hank.
Oh yeah.
And Swillery Hank dives for it to not break it.
She's like, fuck.
And she just starts laughing. She's like, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to murder you.
And you're worried about
that champagne.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And anyway, at the end she takes those spoils, the nice dress and the champagne.
Yeah.
She gets on the private jet with a gun and she's like, and she's like, hey, your boss and her friends tried to kill me, so I just want to go home now. Is that gonna be a problem?
And they're like,
no ma'am.
We're good.
Contact.
Yeah. And she enjoys the wine and caviar with the stewardess.
Yeah, she's like, you ever had caviar? No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Well, today you're gonna sit down, pull up a seat.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, Dennis Reynolds is like, you ever had caviar? And she's like, no, I never have. And he's like, you're not going to today, bitch. I don't know what he says. He's an asshole.
He's just a dick.
Yeah, he's a dickhead.
So yeah, I love the swig of that champagne that she takes. It's like fucking.
She's going deep.
She's chugging that bitch.
She's like, oh, is it good? She's just still fucking chugging it. Yeah.
It's real good.
I think any champagne after being hunted would be pretty spectacular.
You're like, you know what?
I'd even do a Welch's sparkling grape juice would be just phenomenal.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So I don't know how many.
You're working up a thirst.
You want to do pig thumbs? That might be the only thumb we could do multiple times.
Pig thumbs?
Yeah.
Multiple times?
Multiple pig thumbs. We have there's an episode in our archive where we did pig and...
What was the bad... Was it jujitsu?
It was jujitsu, yeah.
That we did with pig?
Netflix original. It was garbage.
Was that a Netflix original?
I think so.
I don't think it was.
I think maybe it might have been.
But it should be.
We could go to the tape, but we don't have time right now. We'll come back with it after the break.
All right, so...
How many... You want to do pig thumbs, or is there something
pig
better?
Thumbs, or... Yeah, I think we'll do pig thumbs.
Okay, pig thumbs. Yeah, how many pig thumbs?
You
want to go for this?
Man. I'm going to go 9.
You going to go 9?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to echo that, actually. This is just a fun fucking movie.
Yeah.
And I think the further away that you get from the, I hate using the word toxic because it's such a buzzword, but for lack of a better term, off the top of my head, that toxic political environment of 2020, the further away you get from that, the easier it is to laugh about this fucking thing. And it's insane. It's preposterous.
Yeah.
And the part about it, I think, that is very funny is that, and I don't want to get too political, so I'm not pointing fingers at anybody.
Right.
I'm just saying this remotely stuff I've seen on the internet where it's like, you'll have, the liberal elite, or they're kidnapping babies and using adrenochrome and, whatever.
Yeah.
All that crazy stuff. And then you'll have all these people like from the Capitol riots that have now like been arrested and lost their jobs and blah, 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 blah from saying shit about, COVID and the election and
right.
the Capitol riots and all that stuff. So it really tries to put each person in each other's shoes as it does this big roundabout fucking bout of insanity. It's pretty fun. Yeah, pretty fun. A good execution for a thing. I hadn't seen anything else like this. I can comfortably say that.
Yeah. I mean, the idea is not necessarily new. There are several films.
No.
There's several films about hunting humans for sport.
All kinds.
This one has a couple of twists, though, that I liked a lot. I would say 9. It's not perfect, but it's really fun. It's really
fun.
Good.
Yeah.
Easy watch. Yeah.
Hour and a half. Yeah,
check
it out on Peacock.
Peacock. That was another thing that I liked, that it was an hour and a half, because I was like, man, I've just been a lot more tired from this new job that I got. And
I think it got something to do with the weather, man. I've been wore the fuck out too. I don't know.
Yeah, when it's so fucking hot, it's brutal.
I don't know what it is. Maybe
it's not the heat that'll get you, Danny.
It's a dry heat.
It's the humidity.
It's the humidity. At least it's been a dry. It's like them guys be outside and be like, man, it's fucking hot outside. I'm like, could be more humid. And they're all like, you're right, though. You're right about that. It could be more humid, and it would feel fucking like you're just in a jungle.
Yeah.
Fucking Missouri. Anyway, let's talk about another movie about hunting people. When we come back from this break, we're going to watch...
You know what I like? Is like when we do this, it's like, hey, when we come back from this break, but for the listener, it's not really a break.
No, it's a little interlude.
Yeah,
a middle lude,
and then we just go and get shit faced.
Yeah, but it's a couple seconds for you. You don't want to sit through that anyway. We do have some good zingers though. We're gonna go watch
Surviving the Game.
Surviving the Game with. Fucking Ice-T.
And Gary Busey, baby.
We'll be right back.
We're gonna get up in it, boy.
All right, we're back. We watched Surviving the Game from 1994. Action thriller, 1 hour, 36-minute runtime. Got a 6.2 out of 10 on IMDb, 32% Rotten Tomatoes, and a 4.1 out of 5 on Vudu. 66.
4.1 out of 5 on Vudu?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty hot. That's pretty horny. 66% of Google users like this movie. That's pretty divisive for Google. Maybe.
Okay, Google.
Release date April 15th, 1994. Directed by Ernest Dickerson. Distributed by New Line Cinema. Box office $7,727,256. Budget on a budget of $7.4 million. So just letting you know, it made a little bit of money.
Just a little bit.
Just a little tiny little bit.
Just a little tiny bit.
Music by Stuart Copeland. So I got a bone to pick with him.
Yeah.
Stars Ice-T, Rutger Hauer, Gary Busey, Charles S. Dutton, F. Murray Abraham, John C. McGinley, William McNamara, and that's it.
That's it. There are no other people in this movie.
Nobody else is in it. No, that's not true. There are a couple other people in it.
So before we get into this, I want to say I totally missed the trivia I had for The Hunt.
Oh, fuck, you got the cunt trivia?
But I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to go through one of them.
Okay.
It's real short.
All right.
It's really funny. It says the pig in the movie was treated as an equal on set, with it having full access to all catered meals.
That's good. That's good. If we ever have a movie where that's it.
We're going to have a pig on
that's
set.
Written in. The pig's in the movie.
The pig is in the movie. But there's no reason for the pig to be in the movie.
That's what they say. The pig is in the pudding.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, they've been saying it wrong forever. It's actually the pig is in the pudding. It's this old Scandinavian.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We should get T-shirts that say that.
The pig is in the pudding.
Yeah.
I've tried my first. I tried my first pig pudding, and it's just 2 movies. There it is. Somebody whip that up. If you could, and email that to me.
Make that a thing, but don't make money off of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you can though.
No, that's our thing.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Give a shit. Oh God.
I was trying to think of something to, some kind of merchandise to make money off of, and just not have to work. So maybe that's it.
We could make a marijuana. We'd probably make money off that. I'm joking. That's a joke. That's a joke. I don't want to be on anybody's lists.
What was it the other day I was thinking of? Because I have just a lot of time to kill. I drive a lot for work. It was like something to make fun of, because I see a lot of Salt Life stickers.
Oh, yeah. In Missouri.
In Missouri.
Just right in the middle of the United States, landlocked as a motherfucker.
And I was like, oh, man.
Living that salt life in
just
Missouri. Just
living that salt life in Missouri, baby. What was it? It was something stupid like stalled life.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Anyways, let's get into The Hunt.
Yeah.
I mean, not The Hunt. The other movie we watched.
The fucking Surviving the Game.
Yeah, boom.
So you've got Ice still. All right. Bird, what would you say this is about?
Oh, this is about, this is very similar to the last movie that we watched.
Right.
In case you didn't know.
Yep.
There are several movies like it. We went with this one. Basically, a group of men recruit a homeless man as a quote unquote survival guide or a hunting guide.
Right. No bells went off when they're like, I'd like to hire you as a survival wilderness guide.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've never been in the wilderness. And they're like, I'll still hire you though.
He's like, all right, sounds good. They hire him to be a guide, and it turns out that he is being hunted by these men. Right. So that's the entire film.
Yep.
Right there.
Yep.
And it is goofy as fuck.
Yeah. And later, maybe the tables turn.
Maybe just like The Hunt. Maybe the tables turn.
Maybe. Probably, or it wouldn't be much of a movie.
Exactly. It would just be like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then he just dies.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, good hunt, guys. We're going to go home, I guess. Or should we do this again?
Yeah, fucking it's got Ice-T's in it. It's got some pretty sick fucking dreadlocks.
This is a pretty goofy movie. Yeah. This is totally 90s. I mean,
there's the bit where he's in the bathtub. He's deciding he's going to do this gig. And he's drinking some Mad Dog wine in the bathtub. Yeah. And he looks like he's cutting his dreadlocks.
He's cutting his dreads, yeah.
With a razor blade. And when you go to the very next scene, he just cut like 4 of them.
Yeah. He just cut like 4 of the front. And then one of the guys even says, he's like, oh, you cut your hair. You cleaned up.
Yeah.
No, not really. Not really.
So I got myself bangs. I was feeling mysterious.
Yeah.
He gets bangs.
So as we stated, Ice-T plays a homeless man.
Yeah.
With a troubled past. And he's approached by this, or let's see, is he approached or?
Oh, he's approached.
So someone from this group, I think, watches him.
Look, like his dog dies. His friend dies. He's feeling shitty.
Yes.
And this guy's like, hey, man, you want free lunch? He's like, they're giving a soup kitchen or whatever. And he just keeps walking. He's like, hey, motherfucker, I'm talking to you. I said, come get this free meal. And he's like, man, whatever, dude. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
He walks across the street, and then he stands in traffic. So the guy tackles him, and he's like, man, come on. I know you want to live. He's like, I don't want to live no more. And he's like, yeah, you do. And then he's like, no, man, I don't. You don't know me. I'm Ice-T.
I'm Ice-T.
Yeah, I'm Ice-T. You don't fucking know.
But the reason that he's approached, I think, is because remember when he's like fighting off that cop that's fucking with him and his friend?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody in the shadows is watching them.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's that guy.
I don't know.
It's the guy that picked the pig. It's that guy.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's the other black guy.
I didn't even think they ever showed. I mean, I know, yeah, it's him talking to him, but the guy in the shadows, I didn't think they ever really showed him.
I bet it's that guy, though.
You think?
Probably. He's the surveillance
He's
guy.
He's the
picker.
He's the picker. He's the mastermind behind all this. Maybe not the mastermind.
One of them. They're all collectively doing it. So Ice-T is a man on the edge. And this other guy, he gives him a business card, and he's like, man, go talk to this guy. He'll give you a job.
Yeah.
Long story short, he gives him a job, he hires him as a guide, he takes him out there, and they're fucking, surprise, Ice-T, we're gonna hunt you. And then slowly he fucking outsmarts or outwits or just outlucks them all.
All of them.
Yeah. Except for the last guy, he just like straight up fucking guns down, doesn't he?
The last guy?
Yeah. A wolf didn't kill anybody.
Oh, the wolf. We tried to call. Okay, so you called several things. I will say.
Pretty soon too.
So Ice-T's troubled past. It turns out that
he's like, I killed my wife and kids.
He didn't.
No.
He blames himself for the death of his wife and his child.
Yeah.
They died in a fire. He tried to save them, I think. You called that,
and he couldn't. I called it.
Well, because I
called it 10 minutes into the movie. The reveal was like an hour and some change in.
Because he has like burns on his back.
Yep.
And like not long after that, I think you were like, "Boom, I'm gonna call this," and you did.
Nailed it. I could write this shit. Some of it.
I think we could write. Yeah. I think
we should write
minds.
We should write
together.
A screenplay. Make it Patreon content.
I think we should. We've had a lot of good ideas. Like, I mean, good to us. They're silly, but there's some ideas that we've had that I think we could take.
Take a real crack at.
Take a crack at.
All right. Yeah, I think we ought
maybe
to.
Be worth something.
Would you be down with making that a Patreon content? Like we can just get down and spitball it, and then I can put that into a written thing, and then we can review it as continued content.
The time I do not have to do that, bro.
Right.
It sucks.
Yeah. Yep.
Somebody pay me to do this stuff. Somebody pay us to write stuff. It's like we should be. It's like we should be writers.
Maybe. I tell you what, nobody's ever told me like, hey, don't even try it. So I don't know. We'll see. Man,
that would be fun.
So about this though.
So anyways,
what did you think about it? How are you feeling about Ice-T?
Not his worst performance.
I don't think so. I think this is a lot of fun. I wish he was more hard. I like a more hard ass Ice-T. He's a little light in this, and I would like him to be harder.
Yeah.
But also, I'm enjoying the bits where he's like, "Man, that's the craziest shit I ever heard." But you know what? That's what y'all into. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like,
he's just being Ice-T.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, though. I honestly, going into this, I thought that the acting would be worse, and that his performance would be worse.
Yeah, let's talk about the cast for a second.
It actually wasn't terrible. I mean, some of the acting was kind of bad.
Yeah, bits and pieces.
Not.
The cinematography, I think, did some really weird stuff. Man. That bit when Gary Busey busts out of that cabin that's on fire, he's just like, ah!
It's like he was on a, like a, I don't know what you would call it. I think there's something they use in movies, and they put people on it to like, project them forward very fast.
Like a sled?
No, not like a sled. I don't know what it's called, but the rate of speed that he comes at Ice-T is just hilarious.
Oh, dude, it's so fast.
He comes out this door at Ice-T with a knife. Man, we both just died laughing.
Just fucking
yeah. And as I said while we were watching this, I feel like Gary Busey is just being Gary Busey. Like, he's not even acting. Like, he's just
being himself.
I
liked F. Murray Abraham, his 1930s pilot outfit.
Is that with the guy with the big nose?
Yeah.
Man, he's got a big old schnoz.
He's in lots of stuff.
Look at the nose on that guy. Look at the guy on that nose.
Look at the guy on that nose. Old John C. McGinley's a lot of fun.
John C. McGinley's in this. He has asthma, I guess.
He's going over the top, like, deliberately, and it suits him so well. A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
This is a funny group of people, like the guys that are hunting for sport. You know what I mean? It's just like I don't know,
just a weird bunch
just
of
a
bro
weird
dudes.
bunch of dudes.
Yeah, but they're all like, I don't know, really. They all want to talk about like, you see, killing a man is like it's a piece of poetry I read once upon a time. Or it's a meal. Do you know how to cook an Italian spruce grouse? Well, the first thing you want to do is like they're just like getting way. I choked a dog out one time.
Gary Busey's
when I laid into it with my body weight, I got fully erect.
So Gary Busey, I guess, wrote the entire dinner monologue about the origin of his scar. So
Good.
he wrote that himself.
It's not bad, and he's really into it.
The thing, that's why I think like him telling that story, that just seems like Gary Busey. That just seems like him telling a story.
Yeah.
Like I was like, is this real? Like, did his dad actually do this? Because he's had it sounds like he's had a pretty fucked up life.
That
I don't know,
fucked up, yeah.
that was hilarious, man.
I like the way there's so many hunters, and like just immediately they're like, we'll do away with half of them.
So who's the first to die in this?
Oh god, there's like 2 or 3 of them that burn in the thing.
No,
don't they?
it's just Gary Busey dies in the fire, I think. Yeah, Gary Busey's the first one to die. Because there are only 5. There's Gary Busey, the son,
the
dad, and then Rutger Hauer.
Yep.
And then who is the other fellow?
Charles S.
Dutton. Yeah, so there are 5.
Hauer and John C. McGinley.
Oh, 6. So there are 6. I forgot about him. How could you forget about?
Dude, he's fucking killing it.
How could you forget about John C. McGinley from Highway, the movie Highway that Danny and I covered?
We did, yeah.
With what did we do that
God,
with?
it was such a terrible fucking movie.
That was awful.
I don't know what we watched.
It was another road trip-ish movie, I believe.
Was it Captain Fantastic?
Maybe it.
I don't think so.
I don't remember. But
yeah, anyway, it's out there somewhere.
It's out there. It's a good episode. Check it out.
Yeah, dig back in there if you don't mind.
Yeah. Yeah. So just a very strange group of men hunting people. Like, I want to know the origin story of all these guys, like getting together.
So, in regards to the first movie we watched, I do want to say there's also a pig in this one.
Yes, there is.
Not only are we hunting people for sport, but there's a pig
we
involved.
have pigs.
Yeah.
And they, in this film, they eat the pig.
Let's see, what... Oh, wait, hold on. That's a 2-pig alert. Well, that was too loud. Hold on. I'm going to retake. That's a 2-pig alert.
Like, that's a special thing.
Right. It is now.
Every movie we do has to have a pig in it. I don't fuck my pig.
I don't fuck my pig.
So in this movie, they eat the pig.
Yeah, they do eat the pig. Which, couldn't agree more. Like I said, favorite part, between the snout and the ass. What's your favorite cut of pork? Just out of curiosity. The favorite pork dish.
Pork dish? Fuck, I don't know.
I'm a pulled pork man.
Oh,
I like pulled pork. I like a little slaw on top
here.
with some pickles. On a nice like onion roll. Get the fuck out of here.
I do really like pulled pork. There's a restaurant in the city called the Shaved Duck. That is one of my favorites. Their pulled pork's really good.
How's the shaved duck?
The duck
Ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, no, the duck dish that they do have, I don't think I've had it in a long time. So they've been closed for a while. They had some flooding.
Bummer.
And they're on the up. They're on the up, so I think they're doing to-go orders, but they're still working on their
well, ducks are assholes, so I say we eat them.
Ducks are delicious, dude.
They are tasty.
I love some duck. Anyways, okay.
It's a red meat, so you can have it like, medium rare, like a steak.
Too raw for radio?
Too raw for radio.
I was thinking earlier when I was getting ready to come down here, I was like, man, we should have called the show Too Raw for Radio. The number 2, raw. The number 4,
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah, we could have. Wow.
It was crazy when we were trying to come up with a name for this show, how hard it was.
It was difficult, yeah. We went through a lot. I think this one works out well.
I think it does. But it's you tell the name, like if you tell someone, hey, I'm on this podcast,
they're like,
two
what's
movies. The name? And you're like, it's just 2 movies? I'm like, what? The name is It's Just 2 Movies.
Yeah.
They're like, are you a fucking idiot?
.com. Yes.
Yes, I am.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. We're stupid.
Yeah, but it's okay.
It's okay to be dumb. I didn't take any notes for this.
I didn't either.
I feel like
I mean, what else you want to say about it? Ice-T's like he's saying sweet shit. Here's the slickest thing he does through the whole movie. There's a bit where they're like, wait, you smell that? He's smoking cigarettes. And they go and they track him a ways or whatever. And he's doing like if you smoke cigarettes and you're in the outdoors, you know that you can always take a cigarette, light it, and stick the butt like in the wedge of a piece of tree bark. But he does like 3 of them and like he lights it like a timer. And that's
to attract them, yeah.
Trees smoking a cigarette. So he gave him the slip. He's like, we've been outwitted. That's the slickest thing he does in the entire movie.
He does some other slick stuff.
Yeah, when
some
he's
neat
making
stuff.
animal noises.
That's not him.
Yeah,
that's not him. That's just the composer.
Yeah, I got
what the fuck was up with this?
I got some shit to say. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. First of all, what?
And second of all, what?
Come on. That second one's not even a question. Just come on. Wow.
Who was in charge of sound?
I don't know. I feel like I wonder that bit when they're eating all the homeless people or they're having a barbecue or whatever. And there's a kid that comes up and they like, but there's almost a minute of footage before the kid walks up where they're playing this weird like
yeah. Are we in a circuit? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
The tone
super fucking weird
of the music does not fit the film.
Honestly, the fucking when Ice-T's running through the woods and every time it cuts back to them and they're eating breakfast, they're like, oh. And then one time when I was a boy, and then it cuts back to Ice-T and it's like, wow.
Just some weird animal noise. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
weird.
Every time it cut back to him, dude, delightful. Like that's one of my favorite parts of the whole movie was that bit. Because it's so fucking stupid. They were so committed to it though. You know what I mean? They're like, hell yeah.
Fuck yeah,
and
brother.
You know what? The first time I was like, nice.
Okay.
But the 5th time I was like,
like, all right.
But with different animals and shit, it was great. It was great.
Very strange choices. That was the 90s.
Yeah.
Just weird action
whatever.
movies.
Just get Ice-T.
Just get Ice-T,
Get
baby.
anybody from NWA.
All right. So I want to talk about the deaths.
Okay.
First, which we already mentioned, we had Gary Busey.
Yeah.
Died in a fire. Because
Barry Goosey.
Barry Goosey died in a fire. What was his name? Mason was Ice-T's name in this.
Yeah.
So he went back to the cabin and he found, so there was a locked room in the beginning. He breaks in the locked room and he finds heads.
Trophy room.
A trophy room.
Yeah.
He finds heads of all the old
penises. Heads of all the penises. Little tiny like jam jars, you know, the ones you get for the holidays. The little.
That's what's in the room.
You don't want to throw them away because it's a cool little jar, you know.
Yeah, why would you throw that away? It reminded me of Futurama.
Right. Like Nixon. Yeah. Nixon's head. Oh man, yeah, that's good stuff.
So he gets grossed out and he burns down the house.
He does.
And he fights with Gary. That's whenever Gary Busey like comes rushing out of the house with a knife. They fight and then he throws Gary Busey back in the house and that's how he dies. Who goes next after Gary Busey? It's is it John C. McGinley?
I think so, yeah. No, somebody else does
No,
before him.
somebody. One of the guys kills McGinley, right?
Yeah.
Shoots him in the head, and there was
Yeah.
no blood.
No.
Was that weird? Because there should have been blood,
It
right?
was weird. Or like some brains coming out the
Or
back.
like some like splatter, right?
Something.
No.
Funny. It's funny the way it's cut though, because that guy's eating that apple, and it cuts back to him. He's like, "I was lying," and he's spitting out pieces of apple, and then it cuts to the other guy, and he's like, he quick draws, but it's not very quick. So
Yeah.
it's just like, bang,
Bang, bang. So, Charles S. Dutton is the one who shoots John C. McGinley, and then after that, I believe the son dies. Or no, or does McGinley die? Or not McGinley. Dutton. Does Dutton die before?
I think Dutton dies, like because he gets
That's
on.
right,
He gets
'cause
on the 4-wheeler.
He gets on the 4-wheeler, and it's
rigged to blow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, how did he do that? Did they ever show that?
C4? No, they didn't. I think the version that we watched had some missed footage.
This was fucked up.
We missed a whole scene. There's a bit where like John C. McGinley walks off from the rest of the group, and the story says that Ice-T like captures him and has him held hostage.
There's a point though,
but it just cuts to where he's already hostage and never showed what happened.
There's a point where the screen flashes green, and then it skips to like it's night, like it's nighttime, and we were both like, "Did you just see that?"
Yeah, and I was like, "No, this is the same scene. It's the same day." And the more we watched, I'm like, "No, we missed something."
So we went back and it did it again, and we're like, "God damn it!" So I'm like,
yeah, it's the version on Peacock. I mean, they can pay me to not say that there's shit wrong with their streams, but
was it on Peacock?
There's something wrong with that one.
You rented that on Peacock?
No, I rented it off Google. I read it off just fucking Google Play Movies or whatever the fuck it is.
You should get your money back.
I should get my money back from fucking Google.
You should get your $3 back.
Fucking God.
He's getting really pissed off, people, and he's really drunk.
Oh no, not again.
Not again.
So
yeah, we've got Charles Dutton. Okay, so this shouldn't be funny, but he gets blown up.
He gets his
legs are blown off, and Danny and I just fucking just die.
It reminds me of Tropic Thunder when his hands are blown off.
Yeah, and he's. I don't know what he says, because like at some point I was like, Danny, you should turn the subtitles off, because it was kind of ruining some of the scenes where the subtitles would come up before the dialogue. So you turn it off, and then when there are things we couldn't understand, I was like, fuck.
You should have left them on.
Fuck.
I wish they had an opacity setting on all of them.
Yeah.
There's ones default for my TV, and I've got them set where it's just the letters and not the you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Of that, so you don't have the black.
Yeah.
The black bar.
Right.
Anyway,
the technology is there.
The technology is there.
We can use it.
Yeah.
We have the power.
Sounds hard.
What about being hard? Sound is hard.
Yeah. That's what we're saying.
It's crazy how much as far as like sound in movies, how much it's compressed now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Except for explosions and gunfire.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. They're like, well, we got to make that
or a
real
baby
loud.
or a cell phone. Those things loud as fuck. A human conversation impossible. Impossible to do.
Why is it everything reminds me of a thing? Like you saying a baby reminded me of the I Think You Should Leave skit with Will Forte where he gets on the plane. I think that's one of the very first episodes. Okay, who dies next?
All right, the
son. No, the son dies.
Yeah, he
falls off
a tree trap.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the dad's like, ah! The way the dad's reaction was
he just fucking like cries heavenward, and the camera angles
for like 3 seconds, and then he's
hilarious. Yeah, and then he turns around and gets back on the. Oh God, so fucking stupid. I love it.
And then Ice-T's. So there are like 3 dudes on this tree that Ice-T shot. He shot this tree down with the shotgun.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the three baddies are on the tree. The sun falls. The dad is out on this tree still, and then Rutger Hauer, I think, is still on there.
Dude, it's like an 80-foot fucking pine.
Yeah.
And he fucking shoots it down with like 8 rounds from a 12 gauge. This better work.
And at one point he's like, fuck, I only got 4 bullets left. He's like, this better work. This gotta work. And it does, of course.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't it?
Yeah, why would you have the character do that? But God, what if it didn't work though?
I think is that where Ice-T, like they're on the tree and Ice-T's like throwing shit at him to try to make him fall.
Yeah, he's throwing rocks at him. He's just hiding.
It just seemed like such a like little kid thing to do. Like, hey,
bang,
fuck you,
bang. I'd have rigged the fucking stump. I'd have rigged the fucking stump where you could just kick something out from under it.
Yeah,
when they're all in the middle.
There you go. I would have just thrown tomatoes at him.
Yeah, them sons of bitches. You get a better fucking. You think you get a nice value? You got a fucking killer arm, by the way. I don't know if the listeners know that about you.
Yeah,
I know you got the heater.
Me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You can fucking throw shit.
Yeah, dude. I pitched in baseball when I was young, and I like threw my arm out like pretty bad. So if I throw for too long, like if I throw anything for too long now, my arm really fucking hurts. It sucks.
I heard you bruised a kid with a dodgeball.
Maybe.
The unbruisable ball.
The
the thing that you can't get hurt with, except ow.
You ruined that kid's
I
day.
heard you broke his ribs.
Who told you that? All right. Who's next?
El Capitan. 1930s.
Yeah.
1930s.
So the
pilot
dad.
guy.
How does he get the dad?
He just like circles him in the middle of the night like a wolf.
Oh yeah, they fight in the night, but you don't really see what happens because it's dark.
No, it's dark as fuck. He just kills him. I'll say he hits his head on a rock.
Sure.
Yeah.
That works.
Probably.
And then
But the other guy's watching.
And what happens here? So Rutger Hauer escapes, right?
He takes off. Yeah, he's trying to get on the plane.
He gets on one of the planes. He sets like a booby trap and gets on one of the other trains and shoots the one that Ice-T is by, and it explodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
not trains.
Not trains.
Planes.
Right. Planes. And escapes. And then 3 days later, why was it 3 days? Should have been like,
how did Ice-T get back to fucking Seattle in 3 days is what I want to know.
Well, so I think this is set in Washington. And he did have that motorcycle, right? He took, because in the alleyway there was a motorcycle.
Yeah, he took a motorcycle.
Yeah, so I think that's how. But this part, the ending of this made no fucking sense. What was Rutger Hauer's character doing?
Dude, I don't know, because he was kind of dressed like a Catholic priest, but the hat he was wearing was definitely something Asian influenced.
Yeah.
But he had like the rosary beads around his waist and everything. Mm-hmm. So he was going for like a Catholic priest gig.
This part made no sense.
That was a weird look. And then Ice-T kills him.
Yeah, so Ice-T is this was one of my favorite parts. Ice-T is stalking him.
Oh yeah,
in the alley, and then you just
it's like echoing. And
it's like echoing, and it's just Ice-T's laugh. He's like,
he's just become Freddy Krueger, and now, oh god, I fucking love it.
And Ice-T's like, Rutger Hauer's like, go on, do it, kill me, and Ice-T's like, the game is over, and he drops the gun, he drops the bullet, he drops the gun. And then what happens? Rutger Hauer goes to pick up the gun.
And he's like, always check the barrel, which I also call. Because like in the beginning, he finds a gun with his homeless buddy.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck, first thing you do, he takes it out of his hands, is check the barrel. If the barrel's clogged and you go to fire it, it'll fucking explode in your face.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yep.
And then, I called it. I was like, he dropped that gun deliberately. I was like, because he clogged the barrel. It's like, as he's walking away, he's like, make sure you check the barrel. You always check the barrel first.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Whatever he says.
Yeah.
It jams.
And then it blows up in his face.
It kills Rutger Hauer.
He just jammed. Was it trash?
It was,
or was it a cigarette? I think it might have been a cigarette.
It did look like trash, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's weird. Odd choice.
Yeah, it is an odd choice.
This was a strange one, but I had a lot of fun with this.
I don't know if you could really clog a gun with a cigarette. I don't know. I'm not going to try to find out. I'll fucking tell you that. I don't have a handgun fucking explode on me. No, thank you.
Yeah, we're good.
Hard pass.
I'm good on that.
I don't want to hold any explosions. How many empty dog thumbs.
Empty dog
When that dog gets hit by that taxi at the beginning, he picks it up. It's like an empty burlap sack.
It's just like the skin of a dog.
Yeah, it burst.
The dog just leaked out.
Yeah, it's just the skin of a dog.
All the dog fluid leaked out.
The dog just liquefied and fucking whatever.
All right, so if you had 10 empty dog sack thumbs.
Yeah, okay. I like this. I like where this is going.
How many would you give this movie?
I think I might go ahead and go full 9.
Damn.
I had a lot of fun with this, man.
I did too.
This was a delight.
It was like quick. It was
breezy, sneezy.
It was breezy. It was beautiful. You know, it was it has Gary Busey in it for a minute. I'm going to go 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
8.5 and 9. That's a solid
yeah.
That's a solid BM. Bowel movement / bad movie.
Brought to you by Bird Dan.
Brought to you by Bird Dan.
Brand Dan.
The bran oats that make you poop on time. Dan brand.
Dan brand. The Dan brand.
Now with natural Dan flavor.
All natural Dan flavor.
Extra brand. It's just a breakfast cereal. That's what it is.
That's
if we
all
were
it
still
is.
doing fake ads, we could make that a thing, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Suck it, man. That's Patreon content. We have Patreon, by the way.
Yeah.
You can go to our Patreon at $5 right now. I'm gonna change some shit around. It'll be different in a couple of weeks, but
it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it is gonna be good. There's a limited amount of stuff on there right now. I am adding to it currently. As we're recording this, there should be more stuff on there tomorrow. But check that out if you're into it. If not, you can always use our Amazon affiliate link if you're going to buy shit from Bezos anyway.
Yeah, buy us a coffee too.
Yeah, get us a kickback, buy me a coffee. It's just a movies.com.
A lot of the bonus content is just going to be me in a dark room farting.
That like whatever the post credit of this podcast is what the bonus content will be, but for like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, you want to do the next segment of the show?
What is it?
It's called What You Been Doing.
Oh,
with yourself.
you know what? Before we do that,
Yeah.
did you say you had a listener question or something?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Question.
We're gonna do another segment of the show here at
Yeah,
some point.
Let's do.
You want to do that first?
Yeah, let's do.
This bumper sticker says "Thick dads who vape for Christ." All right. Okay. Let's see here. Murphy, the myth and legend, asked us movie theater or streaming.
Ooh. For me, mostly streaming.
Yeah, I'm just kind of a homebody. It's just because I hate the general public. I don't hate
That's
people.
where I'm going with this.
I don't hate people. I just hate the general public. But there is some stuff that I just want that theatrical experience.
That's the thing, man. And this kind of is going to bleed into what you're watching, I think, because Carrie and I went to see Oppenheimer.
Nice.
Because it's one of those movies that I feel like should be seen in the theater.
Okay.
And
no, don't review it, but
no,
yeah,
it's just sometimes you go to the movies now and it's just going to be a group of people that just suck. You know?
Yeah.
And that's why I prefer streaming.
Yeah, that's exactly
you
right.
don't know what you're going to get
No.
at the movie theater these days, and
Right.
it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks to pay however much you pay for a movie ticket, especially if it's IMAX, which we did go see in IMAX.
I think the last time I went to an actual like sit down theater, it was me, my old lady, and my kid. I don't recall what we watched, but I think maybe we got an icy, one popcorn, and I think I got a cocktail, and it was like $80.
That cocktail was $37.
It was like $80. Yeah, well, the cocktail was like $9 for a
Yeah, right. It was probably $12
for like
I
a shot of
guarantee it was
liquor. It might have
$12.
been 12. It was at the place in Festus. They do fucking like you can order and put in your seat number. And they'll just like
bring
fucking
it to you.
bring it right to you. Yeah, hell yeah. They got curbside service in there. And they make an old fashioned and they do it right with a simple syrup instead of a.
Yeah, so I will say most of the time for me, streaming and also seeing Oppenheimer makes me want to upgrade my home theater that I don't have.
I've been wanting to get surround sound. We got that sound bar, and I feel like that does a pretty good job, but I would love to have surround sound. Do you happen to have one in there I can have so we don't have to stop
for
recording?
For sure. I was actually going to suggest that you try one of these Dale's Light Lager.
I'll try a Dale's Light Lager.
Oh, yeah, baby.
There we go. Dripping.
You ready for this?
Oh, fuck. It's so wet. Hit me.
Skibia.
Alley-oop.
Alley-poop.
Received. That might be the first official beer toss of the podcast.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah. Nice. We toss beer all the time, IRL.
That means in real life.
If
you weren't aware.
Yeah.
Okay, so we answered that question. Or were there any other questions?
I don't know.
What's the viewers?
I'm going to go one step forward. Give me an example of a movie that you feel you would have to see in theaters versus one that you will definitely wait for streaming.
Well, Oppenheimer, like I just said.
Yeah.
That was one that both, like, Carrie and I were like, we're going to see
What's
that.
one that's out now that you're like, I'll wait till it's streaming?
I don't know. That's a good question. What is out right now? I mean, honestly, I probably would watch the Barbie movie.
It's good.
Eventually. Oh, you watched it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. But that's not one that I would go to the theater for.
Dude, there's so much shit out right now that I want to watch. I watched Barbie. I want to watch Oppenheimer. I want to watch Talk to the Hand because the ghost ain't listening. I want to watch that fucking Dracula on a boat. I want to watch the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated but better.
Carrie and I want to watch that as well.
And I want to watch Mission Impossible 23.
Yeah, I think we'll probably, I don't know. I think we'll probably wait for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. We'll probably stream that.
We honestly might go to the drive-in and watch it tomorrow.
I would, yeah.
My kid's friend asked if she wanted to go, and she's like, yeah, we were going to go Thursday, but it fucking stormed.
Right.
So I can't really go to the drive-in when it storms, and I would rather go to the drive-in instead of spend fucking $85
Dude, the drive-in's awesome.
with a rude crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So I guess let's go ahead and kick it to the next segment of the show.
Yeah, let's get in the next segment.
Let's do it.
Hey, what you watching?
So what have you been watching, Bird?
What you watching? Oppenheimer edition. Sloppenheimer.
Sloppenheimer?
Yeah.
Head so bomb they call me Sloppenheimer?
And I will say that it is a masterpiece.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it.
You heard
I'm
it
really
here.
excited, yeah.
You heard it first, folks. You heard it, probably not.
You heard it like a month and a half
probably
late.
heard it.
You heard it like 6 weeks late. It's fine though.
I will say IMAX was the right choice.
Was his dong bigger? Could you see the bend in it from P. Rooney's?
Dude, he hung so much dong.
Did he?
No, he didn't.
Can I take my kid to see it?
No.
Oh, too much fucking.
I just wouldn't if I had a kid.
Why, you think it's too heavy?
Yeah.
Oh.
And there's stuff in it. You know.
Okay.
There's sex stuff.
There's some sex stuff.
There's sex stuff, and you know, there's boners and stuff. Not really. I don't know. That's up to you, I guess.
I guess I'd have to watch it first.
I think you would have to watch it first to
sounds
decide.
sounds like. That's what's
But
up.
yeah, Oppenheimer, I fucking loved it. I wish I could talk about it with you. We'll come back to it.
Yeah, we will.
We'll come back to it.
Yeah, we'll have to come back to it.
All right.
We might do it for the show. If it truly is it the best film Nolan's ever made?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna purchase it as soon as it's available for purchase.
Yeah, I think it's
because I like a bunch of Christopher Nolan's films, despite me giving him a lot of shit on this podcast.
Yeah.
They're not all home runs for me, but I really, really like some of his work.
Yeah.
So yeah, if that's his masterpiece, I'll fucking and I love a historical.
Yeah, historical drama. Like
I love stuff with physics and
dude,
I
that's
love
the
that
part that I
shit.
want to talk about, but I can't. So, I guess me saying it's his best work, so I haven't watched Tenet, but also
this Dales is good.
it's really good.
Yeah, it's a good band.
Also, I haven't heard the greatest things about Tenet, so I don't know.
Probably mostly from me. Because I'll see a thing, and if it happens to be a thing that I actually kind of know about, just like tangentially, because I'm a nerd and I like looking up stuff about physics and quantum states and how all that stuff works, and I'm like, oh, okay, gotcha. Like, not necessarily on the level of me having a doctorate understanding it, but listening to intelligent science communicators talk about it at length, so I feel that I understand it. I don't have any cognitive dissonance about what I do and don't know. Do I know how it actually works? No. Do I have a base level understanding?
You're like,
absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When we watched fucking Chernobyl, and the reactor blows, and they don't say it, but those dudes are out there, like firemen, first responders are out there picking up those pieces of graphene. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck?
Oh, God. Oh, no. It's like a horror film to me. Just them picking up a rock. Because I know what's I get that. I get that bit.
Yeah.
I like stuff with intense physics. And if that's the leg of the film if that's the hill you're willing to die on, fucker, if it's not right, I immediately don't care. If that's what you base the whole film on, but didn't make sure it worked properly, I don't care.
Yeah.
That neat idea, poor execution. I do like John David Washington.
Yeah. And
I like Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
And I think we mentioned this on the show, maybe the last episode or the one before, about I just realized like 2 months ago that it's Cillian Murphy and not Cillian Murphy.
Same. Yeah.
I think we talked about it.
Yeah.
So, okay. So other than that, I've been watching. What else have I been watching? Wellington Paranormal. Which
yes.
You told me is, so I didn't know, it's a spinoff of What We Do in the Shadows.
Right.
Which I've seen the movie, but I haven't started the TV series. But Wellington...
That show is a spinoff of the movie, though.
Yes. Wellington Paranormal is fucking hilarious, though, dude. So funny.
What's it on? I'm going to check that out.
It is on Max.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then Carrie and I are almost finished with Veep. Super funny, so funny. We love that show. Yeah. We're gonna start The Bear after that, and then after that we'll do The Righteous Gemstones. I've been playing a lot of Zelda.
TOTK?
Tears of the Kingdom. I want to mention a few albums. I don't feel like we talk about music a whole lot. Even though we're both.
Yeah, we do not.
I want to mention a couple albums that I've just been religiously listening to. One's called Health by Alpha Male Tea Party.
Oh, yeah. I listened to some of that.
It's a hilarious band name.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was the newest Mars Volta album I've been absolutely obsessed with. We're seeing them in September, I think.
Nice.
Any other albums?
Hey, Mars Volta's hit or miss for me.
Yeah, they're very
eclectic.
Yeah, they're strange,
which I appreciate, but they're just not all for me.
There's a STL band by the name of The Gorge.
That's short for St. Louis.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah.
The Gorge. They just released their new album, Mechanical Fiction. It is fantastic. Check that out. And Carrie and I saw Foles, the band Foles, and Paramore last Sunday. Great show.
Good show.
Really, really good show. Super fun.
Paramore's got some good jams. I like quite
Paramore's
a bit.
and they're great live. Really good live. But
I love a good live band. Like, even if it's something I'm not into,
yeah,
just them being good live, that counts makes, for like more than 50% of it.
That and just having a good live show, like the lights, the sets. Yeah, I don't seek out Paramore, but like I like some of their songs.
Yeah, so I'll check it out.
Yeah, seeing them live, I was like, oh shit, they're really good. And then again, Foles, who also, I love Foles' first album. After that, I'm kind of hit or miss, but like seeing them live was great. So, Dan, what you been watching?
Man, strap in. Okay, I got some stuff. As far as concerts,
I don't have my strap on.
As far as concerts, I haven't been to a concert in a hot minute.
Yeah,
I took my kid to her first concert. Alicia and I took her to see Cave Town and Ricky Montgomery and another dude and a lady. I don't remember their name. But we went to the St. Louis Performance Arts Center. Cool outdoor venue. Like, nice. Real cool. They had like fucking they had washers and fucking cornholes set up in the yard and stuff.
That's cool.
Like kind of a tighter venue, amphitheater style. It was cool though. I liked it. Good concert. It's not something I ever would have been like, I'm going to go to this, but I did quite like a bit of the music. It's a lot of like kind of lo-fi poppy stuff. Teenage girl stuff.
Yeah.
But it was all right. You know what I mean?
Is it like chill beats to study to?
Kind of, yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah. Well, you'll fucking check some out then. Ricky Montgomery and Cave Town.
That sounds like a country singer.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Yeah, that's what I said.
Ricky Montgomery.
Hell yeah, boy.
Hell yeah, brother.
Woo.
Where you from? Montgomery, of course.
And she was my gravel road mama. And I was her Ford F-250 King.
What were we singing during the break?
I don't fucking know.
We were singing a country song.
Some old-ass country song.
We were going to lead in with it, and then we
just
forgot.
Get drunk. We'd never listen to country music. We just get drunk, and we're like, 3:30 in the morning.
In the morning.
Not a soul in sight. The city's looking like a ghost town.
On a Friday night.
Raindrops on the windshield. Oh, fuck. All right. So, I went to that concert. I haven't been to a concert in a long time. Just had Alicia get fucking wasted. It was so fucking hot. Nice breeze through that place, though, like on the rail.
Oh, I thought you meant her getting wasted was hot.
No, it was just also so fucking hot. She was fine. She, like, didn't get white girl wasted.
You're like, oh, my God.
Thank goodness. Do you remember when we went to Alkaline Trio at Pops?
Yeah.
On the east side?
Oh, my God. That was so long ago.
And Alicia got white girl wasted?
Yeah. Dude, that was what? I want to say that was like 2011.
That was hard. That turned into a chore real quick for me.
Turned into a chore. Man, I'm still bummed that Alkaline Trio's drummer left.
Oh, yeah, that is a bummer. We should try out.
They already have a new drummer.
Ah, fuck. All right. Well, fuck. Bully for him, I guess.
What if we got it?
Like, it must be that.
It was just like, we just switched off.
Now we have to learn how to play the drums.
All right. Tuesday night, you're going on, Dan. I'll do Wednesday night.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got?
Okay, all right. I'm going to call it right now.
Yeah.
Best fucking action comedy series of the year.
Ever.
Man, I'll tell you this, not only did I love it, but Alicia also loved it. And it's like a violent, not her thing. But it's so funny and charming and well-paced, and the story works. You can't help but enjoy it. I'm talking about Twisted Metal.
Oh, yeah?
On Peacock. Watch the whole series, dude. Fucking blew me away with how fucking fun it is.
Okay.
It is a blast. It is on par. I think it actually might be more fun than Peacemaker as far as just a fun series to watch.
I was going to say, I don't know if we talked about Peacemaker.
We didn't. Did you wrap it up?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you like it?
Man, it's so good.
You ready for season 2? Because it comes out late this year?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it comes out late this year.
Super fun. But you're saying...
I'm saying this might be
Twisted
better.
Metal might be better.
Might be better.
Hey, Dan.
Do you
Hey,
like
Dan.
Do you like Anthony Mackie?
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
do like.
Do you like Anthony Mackie?
Yeah.
Okay, I would describe this as like Anthony Mackie having the most fun he's ever had making a thing. Like, everybody is having the fucking time of their life. So there's a WWE wrestler named Samoa Joe. Who
real life?
Yeah.
That's okay.
IRL.
IRL?
And he plays Sweet Tooth, the clown from Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
And they do a voiceover, and he's voiced over by Will Arnett. And it's perfect.
Whoa, that's funny.
Dude, it's crazy.
I fucking love Will Arnett.
He puts his voice through some sort of modulator, or maybe not. Maybe he just does natural talent. But it fits the body of that man like perfectly. Very well fucking voice acted for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that, honestly, I saw the...
cool, funny series, and it's got Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Ooh. She's great.
Yeah.
I saw the poster or whatever, and I was like, I don't know about that.
Oh, dude, I didn't either, but I read one review, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it on. If it's crap, it's crap. I'll turn it off.
Right.
And we watched the entire 10 episodes. I mean, it took us like 3 or 4 nights to do it because we broke it up into chunks, but they're short, they're breezy, and it's really fun watch.
That's cool. I will definitely check that out. I'll put that on my list. Anything else you got?
I watched Barbie.
Yeah.
I guess this is our Barbenheimer episode. You watched Oppenheimer. I watched Barbie.
Yeah, but we can't talk about Oppenheimer.
Well, we can't really talk about Barbie either.
That's true.
So
and it's not a Barbenheimer episode.
I will tell you this. I don't think this is a spoiler because it's in the first 5 minutes, but the movie does something unexpected that I didn't expect it to do so quick, at least,
That's
or
very
so
redundant
abruptly.
of you.
Well, yeah, that's true. It is. Well, you know what? I've had like 5 cocktails,
17 beers,
and 5 or 6 beers. But anyway, there's a bit where they're doing a little song and dance at the beginning, and Barbie's like, "Da da da da." You guys ever think about death? So it's like, oh, that's what we're in for. All right, you know what? I'm in for it. And boy, it surprised me at all the different turns. There was one bit where I was like, this is getting to be a bit much for the song and dance stuff. Let's speed it up. But as soon as I started to be like fatigued by it, it was over. So it's fine. In retrospect, I might enjoy it more on a second watch at some point. But I liked it quite a bit. I thought it was a good film. It's weird. It's offended people. I think.
Yeah, I think a lot of people went to see it not knowing that it's was it PG-13?
I don't know. It's a fucking. Yeah, they do drop one F-bomb in it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, it's
parents
gotta be
that
PG-13.
Parents that don't know about, like, that don't fully understand what it is.
Greta Gerwig's fucking banger after banger, man.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
excited
for
to
sure.
see what she does.
But
next.
I'm just saying, like, if you don't know that you don't look into it's PG-13, and as you said, it has a just fucking. Hey, you guys ever think about death?
Right.
Like, you're taking your 7-year-old to see this.
Oh yeah,
Barbie movie, and they're like, "Oh shit!"
Well, I took my 13-year-old, and I took my 13-year-old and her friend, and they both loved it, and one of them cried. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful film. At the end, it's lovely. I thought it was great. I enjoyed it a lot.
Does he hang dong?
Ken, he hangs non-dong. Just
sorry.
anatomically
I
smooth.
apologize, everyone.
No, you can say dong.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
the whole too raw for radio.
Too raw for radio.
Not raw enough.
Raw dog. Anyway, yeah, I mean that's about it. I watched another movie, Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. It was noteworthy. We'll talk about it sometime.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. Yeah, I think that's all I've got. Anything else for you?
I am reading a book right now called Days Between Stations. A new favorite author of mine, Steve Erickson. His style, it's like a
Of the Sony Ericssons?
the Sony Ericssons. It's like fever dream-ish or surrealist
Okay.
style. It's super strange, but I love it.
Nice.
I haven't finished it yet. I'll come back and maybe talk about that a little bit more once I finish it. So I think that's about it.
Very good.
Very
Well,
nice.
yeah, I think that's all I've got. If you want to get in touch with the show, you can always email us at itsjusttwomovies.com. You can find us on your social networks, Facebook, Instagram, Threads.
But not X, because fuck X.
Yeah, no, we're off of there. I'm done with that. Like, we never really got any traction there anyway, and it's so just hateful and negative.
It's terrible.
Repost it. Yeah, it's the worst. So yeah, we're out of there. Is there Facebook?
And then you can find us on leftistpigs.com.
Yeah, leftist fucking swine. Oh, fuck. Yeah, also, if you want to support the show, you can buy us coffee at buymeacoffee.com. You can get all these links. They're all in the episode description. If you've never looked, look at our episode description.
You piece of
Just
shit.
go into whatever you fucker. Just open it up, look at it, and go, okay, this is what's in here. You can use there's our affiliate link, there's our Buy Me a Coffee, there is fucking link to our website, stuff you can copy and paste, check out the other people that contribute to this show, links to their stuff. There's all kinds of cool stuff in there. Check it out. But until next time, I think that's going to do it for me. And as we say here at the end of, like most of the episodes of It's Just Two Movies.
Don't take any wooden nickels.
Yeah.
You guys aren't going to start sucking each other's dicks, are you?
Let's call that gold talk for a one-eyed Batman.
Can I make a suggestion that doesn't involve violence? Or is this the wrong crowd?
Maybe we should call in a bomb threat to Houston. I think it's free beer night at the Astrodome.
The Jedi, Bob. We don't fight with guns, we fight with our mind.
Cousin, business is booming.
That is one big pile of shit.
Jog on.
It's Just Two Movies is a production of Blue Cheese and Bacon Studios and can be found wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, special thanks for the people who helped make this show. That is going to be Russ Tafari, God-Sized and Growing, and Sons for our music, Lamplighter Productions for our artwork. Oh yeah, I definitely want to throw out a thanks to Dave, who takes care of our YouTube platform, and Justin, who has started doing our TikTok. You can find us on TikTok at Just Two Movies Pod. Yeah, so hit us up on socials and tell your friends and leave us a like if you could. That's the show. Little gentleman pig. Did I mention that he was a gentleman pig in the other? It was one of my notes. I'm like, this movie's got a gentleman pig because he's dressed up, you know?
You didn't. We forgot.
Fuck.
We went too fast, I think.
And this next movie's just got a fucking dirty old regular ass pig.
It is a dirty ass old regular pig. Dirty ass old pig, regular pig. What was I saying?
I don't know. It's probably post-credit, though.